Welcome back to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker. New York Attorney General Letitia James is in legal hot water. We have been covering the story at Explain America about how she falsely claimed a residence in Virginia was her primary residence. And the person who had been staying at this home, well, they're also in legal hot water. And this is absolutely jaw-dropping because it could potentially increase the prison time for Attorney General James to up to 5 years. And this person she is harboring is a fugitive from the law. And you're not going to believe who it is. But before we get into this story, please like, share, and comment at Explain America. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Now, there is a big development in the case of the Letitia James scandal. Of course, we are following the mortgage fraud accusations that she is now facing. She is implicated in a crime that could potentially net her up to 5 more years in jail if convicted. We've been reporting for some time that she has engaged in mortgage fraud, according to accusations by the Department of Justice, and she is really looking like that she could go down in New York in her bid for re-election. So one of the things that has come out in this scandal is that she could be harboring a fugitive from the law. That's right. According to recent documents obtained and published by the Gateway Pundit, Letitia James's niece has a daughter named Nikia Monique Thompson. And according to the North Carolina Department of Adult Correction, Thompson remains wanted by law enforcement that is actively searching for her. Now, this Nikia Monique Thompson, birds of a feather flock together. She has a criminal record spanning 20 years in the states of Virginia and North Carolina. That includes multiple convictions for contributing to the delinquency of a minor, abuse of a child, possession of burglary tools, third-degree larceny, assault and battery, trespassing, shoplifting, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, possession of marijuana, driving with a suspended license, and even malicious conduct while incarcerated. And this story was recently highlighted by Donald Trump on his Truth Social platform. So what is the upshot of this? Well, it looks like Letitia James is an absolute hypocrite for being a close associate of a wanted criminal that she apparently is harboring in one of her residences. And that is according to the report that just came out. And one of the things about this is that she is the state's highest law enforcement official in New York. And she has made it a vendetta to go after Donald Trump, to hold him accountable for imaginary crimes with no victims, bringing just absolutely weaponized cases against him, lawfare, election interference. So this family member appears to be not much different than Attorney General Letitia James herself, because how close are Letitia James and Nikia Monique Thompson? On Thompson's LinkedIn page, she writes, "Been working with Miss James for years, from council member to public advocate to Attorney General." So she is in even more hot water than we thought, in addition to the accusations of mortgage fraud, which are pretty convincing. So we'll have to see how justice eventually gets delivered to this person instead of us simply reporting the facts, because it is pretty clear that she is at least in cahoots with criminal elements. And, the time for talk in the Justice Department is over. She needs to be held before a grand jury. She needs to get prosecuted, and we need to get the show on the road with this.